Very, very good morning. And Rishi, thank you for having me here. I think it's a brilliant initiative, getting uh, stakeholders from, different segments and different verticals of the industry. Because mostly what happens is everyone is, in their own vertical. Sports science, infrastructure, even, saying garment, social media, marketing, or coaching, but getting everyone together so that each and every vertical and segment rides on each other. Unless that happens, I don't think sports is going anywhere. It's not that if I do something and if Rishi does something, or media is so important. I was just discussing before entering, when I was having coffee with Shaji and Rishi, that how important is the integration of everyone sitting in this room. So thank you so much, Rishi. I think it's a brilliant initiative. And this is what I want to speak today about. It's about education, right? This is about education. It's about sharing. It's about sharing each other's knowledge. It's about sharing each other's thoughts. So that's what I'm here for. And thank you for having me here once again. So before we go, it's just a two-slider. It's not a presentation that I'm making. It's just two slides. But what I want to focus here is, if India can produce the best CEOs, the best CFOs, the best IT professionals, the best doctors, the best scientists, the best, the leaders in the world, why not sportsmen? And why not world class? I'm not saying we're not producing, but at that extent that smaller countries than us are producing, right? I think we have a brilliant education system in the country, right? Whatever, there is debatable, but yeah, a child goes to pre-primary, play school, pre-primary, primary, secondary, goes to for graduation, then goes to his masters, etc., right? So this is what I want to come here is teachers. How important are, you call them a teacher, you call them a coach, you call them a guru, you call them mentor, you call them a professor, you call them adhyapak, or in any language in India, you call them whatever you are, but they are the people who change the future of the country, right? Now we need to understand, before getting here, we need to understand that every child who plays any sport won't become a Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, Lionel Messi, Sunil Shetty, or anyone, right? It's tip of the pyramid that we're looking at. Less than 1% of the children actually become elite players, elite athletes. What about the rest? That's where the industry is all about. The industry is not only about coaches and players. It's about the entire industry. Someone who's passionate, is not a player, can still be part of the industry. Understanding that's important. I'm sure most of you know who these are. Just my, so can anyone tell who's in the center? Dronacharya. Of course, we should know that. We also have a Dronacharya award in India for the best teacher, coach, right? Can someone say who's this? Shaji just spoke about him. He didn't take his name, but he spoke about him winning about Indian football. Anyone knows about him? Yeah, the movie Maidan is on him. But who's he? What has he done? His name is Syed Abdul Rahim. Golden era of Indian football. We won the Asian Games. I was lucky that I'm part of this movie for the entire making. So we won the Asian Games. We drew France. We're talking of France. So we were leading 1-0, self-goal. We drew France. Story is different, but that's Syed Abdul Rahim from our country. And he was way ahead of his time. We speak about tiki-taka and all of the style of football. He used to call it one-touch football. He did it when the world didn't know about it. From India, from Hyderabad. Anyone knows him? Yes. He's produced one of the not one, many finest talents in. Of course, we have Sachin Tendulkar. We've got many others. We had Vinod Kambli. Unfortunately, he didn't. Vinod Kambli. And likes of him whom he's produced. So this is what a teacher can do. So what we need to understand is, today, teaching, I'm not only talking about coaching, teaching a player, coaching an athlete or a teacher, it's like to have a good math student, you need a good maths teacher. Maybe I teach maths and Rishi teaches maths. We'll have our own way of teaching. You have a good science teacher, you need a good science student, you need a good science teacher. Similarly, understanding what is important today. It's not about, sports is not only about technical, tactical, physical, mental. It's more than that, right? It's about understanding the individual and trying to take the best out of him. Trying to make him the best. And that's where the entire journey started of, why not? Now, as Shaji also mentioned, Rishi mentioned about the different verticals. So I said, why not? Okay, infrastructure is one that we require. We require finance, we require, etc. But I said, why not coaches? They play a very important role in not only producing a world-class player, but also producing responsible citizens and role models. I think that's the future. Because what does sport teach you? Sports only doesn't teach you to how to play or how to run or how to do a particular event. One of the biggest things that sport teaches you is to how to accept defeat, not to lose to play. No one loses or goes ahead to lose, right? But to accept defeat. And today the children are facing a big issue of accepting defeat because everything is on the fingertip. They get, they want something to eat, fingertip. They can't hear no for an answer. So I think we need coaches who understand that, who understand what the learning curve of a child is, what the child expects. It's not that, only this, I want to win this tournament, I want to win this competition. And that's where, I thought of why not start something for helping these coaches, these PE teachers across India. We started with football, but I think this goes for each and every sport. So now in India, the coaching licenses and badges are run by the All India Football Federation, right? And the state associations. We are here to help, to work with the association, to help deliver CPDs, that is continuous professional development programs, like, a lot of aspects other than coaching. Coaching is not, so but 1 hour on the ground, but as a coach, as a teacher, as a mentor, you need to know how to speak in front of the media, you need to know about finances, you need to know how to save money, you need to know about emotional bonding for a child, you need to know about, a lot of other factors. Your soft skills, so we are there, and we are here for the welfare of coaches in India. Can we go to the next slide, please? Yeah, so that's Association of Indian Football Coaches. This is the biggest collaboration of sports coaches in India. And there's a very good saying by John Wooden is, a good coach can change a game and a great coach can change a life. And I think we are all here to change lives, and education is the key. Now, as Association of Indian Football Coaches, we launched in 2017 December. We had a huge conference that we organized first, where about 350 coaches from across the country, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari attended. We had speakers from FIFA, from AIFF, from top clubs in the world like Borussia Dortmund, Arsenal, Liverpool, etc., and where we educated children. Now, once that struck in, we were doing very well. We went all India doing workshops, educating coaches. Pandemic struck. Now what? So the moment pandemic struck, there was no sport happening. There was nothing happening, right? How do we engage the coaches? Because now they were getting mentally upset. Coaches are somewhere every morning, they go to the ground, they train children. So we created 27 online platforms, different languages, because we needed to reach Manipur, we needed to reach Mizoram, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, different languages, and we started delivering workshops completely free, where we got speakers from, or educators from pan-India, professional coaches from all over the world to come and speak to our coaches, interaction. So it was like they were on the screen sharing, you can say sharing the stage with World Cup coaches. Like we had Raymond Dominic who came in, who's a France World Cup coach with, he was there, and all the top coaches came and started interacting. That was the first phase of the pandemic. It went on very well. We had more than 5,000 to 6,000 coaches, mentors who came and attended these sessions. But now comes the second phase of the pandemic. It just didn't leave us. And now we got to started thinking, now, how long can we keep doing these workshops? Because workshop doesn't fill your stomach. They don't have jobs. So we started something called the CCSP, that is the COVID-19 Coach Stimulus Program. And we helped 1,000 coaches across India, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, with food packets for 3 to 4 months. So we organized that from Mumbai. And that's where the heart comes at. That's where, the heart, the compassion and the empathy, where we want to do something for the coaches. And we've transported, and transport was a big issue during the pandemic. We transported it from Mumbai to different parts of the country, but it used to go to the capital of that state, and from there, our member coaches drove 300 kilometers, 400 kilometers, go and give organizers. So that's where it is, what we do. And currently, we're doing a lot of work with Reliance Foundation, the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports, the competitions that across. We train the coaches and the PE teachers, on-ground sessions and off-ground online sessions. The idea is to educate, something like this, share knowledge. And currently we have MOUs with Coaches Association across the globe. And we are proud that the France Coaches Association has only one MOU. That's with the Association of Indian Football Coaches in the world. Then we have got the Holland, the Netherlands, the European Football Coaches Association, Football Coaches Australia, etc. So idea is, and we always believe in sharing knowledge. It's not that as Indians we don't know. Of course, we will also share knowledge that we have. So we came up something called the Heartful Coach. There's Heartfulness Institute, which believes in meditation through the heart. So we tied up with them. We came up with a product called Heartful Coach. So as a coach, to have the heart to understand, it's not only about winning, it's not only about the technical, tactical, physical aspect, but about understanding the child, about understanding the growing pattern, and understanding every small thing that is required to make him into a true gentleman, a role model for our country. And of course, in the way also producing national champions and international athletes. So that's all from my end. Happy that I'm here, having met so many stalwarts of the industry, and each and everyone is doing such an amazing job. And Rishi, thank you once again to having me here. And all the delegates here, hope whatever all of us speak, is we are just sharing our knowledge. It's not that we are trying to, we're just sharing whatever little that we know. I was lucky enough, about 3 years back, to get associated with Maidan, the movie, so helped them with the entire training of the athletes and choreography. How you have dance choreography, this was something new for me, coming up, getting into behind the cameras. So understanding how a dance choreography is done, so the choreographing the entire play of the, so there's this teaser that is there, it is already on YouTube. The movies will release soon, but just would like to play the teaser of the movie. This is Syed Abdul Rahim, played by Ajay Devgan, and the golden era of Indian football. Can we have that video?
आपका स्वागत करते हैं हेलसिंकी ओलंपिक स्टेडियम से। लगातार चलती बारिश के कारण आज मैदान पानी की चादर से ढक चुका है। आपको बता दें कि आज भारत की टीम भिड़ेगी अनुभवी युगोस्लाविया की टीम से। भारत एक युवा देश जो अपनी आजादी के 5वें साल में दूसरी बार ओलंपिक्स में फुटबॉल खेल के लिए क्वालिफाई हुआ है। भारतीय खिलाड़ियों के लिए चुनौतीपूर्ण होगा इस मैदान में नंगे पांव खेलना।
आज मैदान में उतरना 11, लेकिन दिखना 1।
So that's the first video. The dates have been postponed.